All right, so I want to thank you. We begin with developing news on the continuing unrest in LA, spurred by stepped-up immigration enforcement.
Here is the very latest from overnight. A nightly curfew is now in effect in LA. Roughly 1 square mile section of downtown LA is off limits until 6 o'clock this morning. Mayor Karen Bass announced the 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew to help police stop looting and vandalism in the area.
Some 700 active duty Marines from 29 Palms arrive in LA to assist nearly 4,000 California National Guard troops activated by President Trump. The troops are so far only guarding federal buildings.
Meantime, a federal judge in San Francisco has denied Governor Newsom's request for an emergency order to block deployment of the troops to LA. But on Thursday, the judge will hear from both sides on California's request for a preliminary injunction to stop the troop deployment during the protests. As we begin day 6 of potential unrest, Angelenos are being asked to steer clear of downtown LA or face arrest.
There's a curfew in effect, actually still for about an hour and a half. Let's go to Mario Ramirez in downtown Los Angeles with more. Mario.
Good morning. That emergency curfew issued in part to prevent looting and vandalism that we've seen going on for days. We're near San Pedro and First, and we're right in front of a liquor store business that was vandalized. You can see it's boarded up, and there are several here just down the street, a nail salon, as well as a photo service business here. And we watched as several arrests overnight were made, the LAPD enforcing that curfew.
Going home? You guys know there was a curfew, right? 8 p.m.?
This was around 2 a.m. LAPD officers at the corner of Aliso and Los Angeles Street near the 101 freeway taking a group of minors into custody. At least 4 were seen being handcuffed and loaded into a white van, then taken to the LA County Juvenile Detention Center after breaking that new curfew. As protests and unrest sparked by federal immigration enforcement stretched into a 5th day, LA Mayor Karen Bass announced that overnight curfew in a 1 square mile stretch of downtown, again, in an attempt to stop the looting and vandalism. Now, the mayor urging anyone who doesn't live or work downtown to avoid the area overnight, and we've seen it. They're very quiet here this morning. Take a listen.
The activity that I seen was people were upset, and from what I'm seeing now, it died down and maybe people are understanding, or there's no understanding, they're just locked up. I don't want to see nobody going through that, so I'm glad that, there is calmness in these streets. The police are going to do their job.
And this is another group of arrests we saw this morning for breaking curfew. This one at First and Main near LAPD headquarters, where at least 4 adults were taken into police custody and taken to the department's 77th Street jail, where they'll be booked. And we want to show you where that curfew will be in place. That emergency curfew applying to a 1 square mile area bounded by the 510 and 110 freeways you see there, in place again from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. in downtown LA. And we know Mayor Bass is now planning a news conference for later this morning. She's set to provide an update on the city's ongoing response, and she also says this emergency curfew could last for several days. Again, at least 20 businesses have been looted since the start of the protests last Friday. For now, that's the latest here downtown. I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you.